Hi friends, my name is Emily and welcome back to the Wish You Were Here monthly newsletter for January of 2025. If you are watching this and you want to subscribe to the monthly newsletter, please head on over to my website at emilywisch.com/newsletter. You'll be able to put in your first name, your email address, and you'll also be able to view all of the previous monthly newsletters. For this monthly newsletter, I'll show you behind the scenes of what it's going to look like. We're going to have our introduction, which we have every monthly newsletter. We're also going to be having the YouTube video that you're seeing right now. We're going to have a list of books that we are for sure going to be covering for our book club in 2025. We're also going to have a blog post that is linked to all of our music for our Spotify playlist this month, our quote of the month, word of the month, and movie of the month, recipe of the month, and latest on the personal gram, and then a word search. You know it. So let's get into, for this monthly newsletter, what we're talking about and why it is so important for this year that I'm starting a book club to talk about some certain things. If you were watching on January 20th of this year when we had a president-elect, and right after his inauguration, if you were watching it live, you watched one of the wealthiest men in the world stand behind the presidential seal of the United States of America and give a Nazi salute. Now, if you weren't watching it live, you may be seeing from other news medias that they cut out the first salute. But my friends, he did it very aggressively to the front of the crowd, to the back of the crowd. He has not denied it. It is currently January 31st when I am recording this. My friends, he has not denied it. He has actually gone over to Germany and he has endorsed Nazi parties as well. So for history purposes, because who knows where we will be a year from now, I think it's just my duty to show this to people who are in denial of what they saw. And also people who are trying to gaslight America. So I'm going to show about 20 seconds of this clip because a lot of the news sources are censoring it. So we're going to watch this for about 20 seconds and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the rest of the newsletter.
There are elections that come and go. Some elections are, important, some are not. But this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
My friends, that was a Nazi salute. We have a Nazi salute, we have an oligarchy government, and it's not okay. So some of the books that we will be reading in this year is The Diary of Anne Frank. Okay? The Diary of Anne Frank is going to be one. Handmaid's Tales, Animal Farm, 1984, A Brave New World, Night, The Giver, The Hunger Games, The Outsiders, The Kite Runner, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, White Fragility, The Great Gatsby, The Hate U Give, Fahrenheit 451, and so many others. So many others. We will not be repeating history. As a 33-year-old, there are books in here that I read in middle school that are now being banned. So we're going to go over them for this year. Second thing that I want to talk about is, as it's really important because the society that we live in has taken away reproductive rights from women. And if you are unfamiliar, on June 24th of 2022, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, which gave federal protection to women for abortion, and they put it back into the states. The state that I live in, born and raised in Texas, said that any abortion, even if it's from rape or incest, is illegal. So what I decided to do this month was I got my tubes taken out. I got a bilateral tubal salpinectomy, which means that both of my fallopian tubes were removed. I am wanting to share my story because it's important for women to know their rights and for women to have the right to choose what they want to do with their own body. I think it is severely messed up that we were going back in time and letting the government and men decide what to do with women's bodies. So I'm going to be doing another video, a separate video that talks about my surgery. It was very small, invasive. You can see that I only had they had two incisions right here above my abdominal and one in my belly button. It was very non-invasive. And I want to talk about my story. I want to share my recovery as well, so that women also have the knowledge to choose what to do with their own body before it's too late and the states and the government decide what to do for you. Another thing that we are going to be talking about is with these insane executive orders that are being put into place. One of them was a federal budget regulation, which, if you didn't know, national parks are federally funded. And if the national parks don't have any funding, then their value and their, like, how do I say, their continuity of being established and being able to be preserved is going to be taken away, and future generations are not going to be able to enjoy national parks. So all sales of my books and my print shops for 2025 are going to go directly back to national parks so that future generations can enjoy them as well. And my friends, also since it's the 2025, we are, something lighthearted that I'm doing is I made a fun bingo card. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's like it's just things that you want to do for bingo. And I already got to check one of them off, which was getting my tubes taken out. I also got to check off another one last Sunday, which was to attend a rally. A protest at Austin's state capitol, since I only live a couple miles from the state capitol, as a documentary photographer. Not on my 2025 bingo card that I thought was going to be there was learning so much about the Nazi regime in Germany. And now that I have been learning more about it, it is truly terrifying, the parallels that our government is currently taking to Nazi Germany. Other thing that I want to talk about is in 2022, they overturned Roe v. Wade, which established on a federal level people's protection against abortion. And so, as y'all know, I am an ordained minister. And so I want to give back to my queer community because we don't know. We don't know if they're going to be overturning, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this, from 2015 when they had established that you can marry anyone that you wanted to, equality in marriage. Obergefell and Hodges. Don't judge me from not pronouncing the first one right. But I'm an officially ordained minister. So if you are looking to get married in 2025, if you are in the queer community, I would be absolutely honored to be your ordained minister and legally marry you, and also at the same time be your wedding photographer. So friends, that is all we are going to go over for this monthly newsletter. Actually, one other thing from here as well is on the book list. If you don't have a copy of the Constitution of the United States, I urge you to also get one as well, because the days following that inauguration, the White House took down the U.S. Constitution. So I highly urge you to get your own copy so that you know your rights. ICE, immigration, is also going now into schools and churches. Trump is now allowing that. Those used to be safe spaces, schools and churches, but now ICE is able to go in there and take children away, and they're also putting people who are documented and who are not dangerous, containing them. Okay, I don't know if you heard that this week he decided to reopen Guantanamo Bay, and he's already said there's like 30,000 places there. So my friends, this is real. If you haven't also gotten a copy of Anne Frank, The Diary of Anne Frank, I urge you to get a copy of this as well. And that's it. I am not trying to fearmonger you. These are serious concerns that I have, and I just wanted to share with my community. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Again, for the bilateral tubal salpinectomy, I'm going to be doing a completely separate video that talks about my experiences and my recovery from that. And that's it, friends. I hope you'll have as much as we can, a good rest of the day after you're watching this. I know that this also newsletter is late. Usually I release newsletters the first of the month. We were a little late getting to it. This month has been a little hectic, if you will. Okay? Love you so much, friends. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye.